So my name is Spencer Holmes and I'm here today with Michael Brown, the founder of Musikscool, just to run through a few questions and find out a little bit more about the concept. Okay, hi Mike.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
So, if it's okay, we'll fire straight into some questions.
Okay.
Musikscool, can you just give us an idea of what it is, first of all, please?
Sure. So Musikscool is a team event that we've designed to run with a group of people. Could be minimum of 12 or so, up to 140 is our record so far.
Wow.
In which we set people a challenge, normally within a day. We require them to write from scratch a music CD, typically 5 tracks or so, original material, their own lyrics and so on, and they then got to record that and turn it into a ready for production CD, which is designed to raise money for charity. Typically we would ask them to plan to achieve at least £5,000 of sales or sponsorship of the CD in a day.
Oh.
It's a challenge that basically takes people wildly out of their comfort zone, not physically, as you used to in the 80s, get people cold and wet to learn about themselves.
Yes.
Actually, let's do it emotionally, with a challenge that they think on the face of it is utterly unachievable, and rest assured they will achieve it by the end.
And that's... They always do achieve it, do they?
We've not had a failure yet.
Right.
Yes, we've had varying degrees of success, I think it could be said.
Yeah.
But every single time we've had a 5-track CD ready to go, and we've had monies, the record being £28,000, by the way, in one afternoon, but typically thousands of pounds being raised for a charity of their choice.
That's great. Okay, thanks for that. Next question. What is, I mean, you mentioned some of the sort of typical team builders that we've all probably had to endure over the years. What's different, what's unusual about this particular one?
Well, I think it's, first of all, the concept itself, the idea that people are going to be involved in this creative process, ending up with something that most people would say it's absolutely impossible to achieve it. And using the talents of the musicians that we bring with us to help, if you like, facilitate the process. They produce this work of art, permanent, memorable, highly emotional experience actually for people that they can use to remind themselves of the day afterwards. It's a permanent product of the day, and it's real. It has a real customer. I think this is one of the big differences, is that we are doing this for a worthwhile cause, and we find that the purpose that people have in doing good for the community, some wonderful charities that we've worked with in the past, the fact that they are producing something that they can feel proud about, and that they've done, they really see the value and the merit of that effort that they put in during the day. That, I think, takes it out of kind of a theoretical training exercise into actually the real world, and the business challenges, the commercial aspects of it, and the fact there's a real customer who they will be, if you like, reporting back to at the end of the event, say, this is what we've achieved. That's an uplifting and deeply powerful experience for people.
Can I just build on that last point then? Clearly getting everyone galvanised around raising money for a good cause is always going to be, I think, very compelling. Can we, you just highlight more about the business benefits? Or, how does it tie in with the current pressures that are on businesses?
Right. Okay, so this is a vehicle really for learning. We never lose sight of that. This isn't about being clever and wonderful at music. It is about using this metaphor, if you like, for the business culture that they are working themselves. So they've got to think about their customer, they've got to engage with that customer, i.e. the charity, as to what sort of messages are going to be relevant. The charity themselves are happy to, if you like, see with their branding on and so on and so forth. They've got to deal with all sorts of aspects such as marketing. Who is going to be buying this CD? How are we going to get sponsorship for it? It's, if you like, a very condensed down whole business that they're setting up within the day.
Okay.
And from that we can learn an awful lot. We can actually design it to learn about what we want to. So we've had a music school designed to look at project leadership, project management and so on and so forth. We've had it looked at conflict handling, influencing, selling. So in other words, we will pull out the areas of focus that the client wants us to in the way we put the event together. It's tailored, if you like, every time. But these are, the outcomes are visible in that way, that everybody will be thinking in the debrief about what have we learned about ourselves, what default behaviours have we seen here when we were under pressure, how are we? It's almost kind of a rain check on how are we as a team. So people are taking away, if you like, personal feedback, personal learning. Plus, it's the collective achievement, the idea that they can achieve this in a day. For many teams, that is a sort of breakthrough moment to actually say, well, if we can achieve that when we really congregate behind something as worthwhile, why can't we do that back at work? And the answer is, well, we can.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it produces what I call emotional glue within the participants. Bringing them together behind something that they feel strongly about, they want to succeed, and they see that success. That is something that sticks with the team, for years after an event. In fact, we do follow up with people and ask about, what difference are you seeing? And I can think of one example where we were working with a business in retail, who told us that before the event, which was designed to, if you like, raise the game of the management team, they were in the kind of, if you like, the bottom quadrant of the league table of performers in this particular sector they were in. And they told us after the event that subsequently that particular outlet had been in the top 5 consistently thereafter. And they actually reckoned that people were still talking about it months afterwards, indeed years afterwards, and they still say that it was a kind of a breakthrough moment for that business, and they can put some really hard numbers on the results that they've achieved as a result of it.
And that's fascinating, isn't it? It's the holy grail from a learning perspective, is can you actually relate that to a return back to the business?
Totally.
And they would confidently say that that was the case.
Yes, they would.
Wow.
And it's using this, what in learning development is called accelerated learning. It's very, very quickly bringing to the surface the issues that might be within the team, helping people to show their strengths or indeed their weaknesses. They come out very, very fast in this situation. So we pull out an awful lot of learning in a very short space of time, which of course time is money, as we all know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking through there as you're talking, the whole thought that this leadership thing doesn't have to be, go to XYZ business school for 2 years or whatever and take that risk. You can do it in. Yeah. So let's then talk about logistics then as my penultimate question really. What does it require me as a business manager to do to engage Music School? Sure.
It's very, very simple. We bring it all with us. We bring with us enough musicians to, if you like, act as catalysts, help people to get into the creative space, shall we say. So we bring those people with us to help that happen.
Can you say anything about those people? Are they, who are they, these musicians? Do you know them?
Well, you possibly wouldn't know them by name, but we're looking for very unusual calibre of person, actually. It's taken us a good while to get the team to the point it is. These people who've got learning and development backgrounds, but also have particular talent as a musician in their own right. So we've got people who, one of us used to be the lead singer for the Strictly Come Dancing series on the BBC.
Wow.
We've got another one has a degree, would you believe, in songwriting. There is such a thing. Wow. Someone else ran his own music studio, recording business and so on. Singer-songwriters, concert pianists.
These are top calibre people.
Totally. Wow. Yeah, very talented music. So we bring the people, and that's the first piece. The other one is the kit. How much do I need? The answer is we can run this pretty well anyway. We run them in youth hostels, hotels, where they need to be a little bit sort of forgiving of our drummer doing his stuff, but there are hotels where that's workable, and indeed in business premises and so on. So our recording studio, PA system, and CD equipment, and all of that stuff comes in the back of a car, and we bring it with us.
Wow! So that's
don't have to worry about it.
Turns up, you do it, you leave.
Yeah,
fantastic. So I'm sufficiently interested. What do I do next?
Okay, go to the website, I think, to find out more, www.musikschool.co.uk. You'll find testimonials on there, video footage of previous events, and all the other information that you might need to know, and if not, then go to the website and get in touch with us.
Okay, great.
Perfect, thank you.